Shut up and manifest. Is that not a good title? I think it is. This video is going to be about shutting up. It's about stop arguing with your mind. And it's because I see a lot of people, also in my YouTube comments, that are like, they want to stay the same and they want to employ a trick on reality. Well, that's not how manifestation works. If you want new, you have to become new. You only ever manifest a version of you that then gets to have the thing automatically. So in this video, just a short video here on this Friday, it's about how to stop negotiating with your mind. And the basics of it all is really that simple. Well, shut up. And not shut up you. Well, tell your inner critic to shut up. Really. And not like in a soft way. Just tell it off. Reclaim your power over your inner voice. Because that mind is what stops you in most of your dreams. If you want to lose weight, that mind is telling you, yeah, but it's also early if I need to work out in the morning. If you want a loving relationship, that mind is telling you that, yeah, but your partner needs to go first and you won't show love before that partner shows love. And if you want money, your head is telling you, yeah, but it's also risky and stuff like that, right? It's always that inner critic. And if you have seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that that mind is the devil. And that devil is actually only whispering to you. But you think you need to listen, but you don't. You need to take on your Conor McGregor voice, if you know that UFC fighter that was big a while back. You need to take on that Irish accent, and you need to tell it to shut up or fuck off. I will soon not have any more swear words in this YouTube video, and I'm sorry already for all of them. But I'm telling you this because I also see it with some of my clients. Some of you will fight your old reality, old self, as if it's stronger than you. And it's not. You have created it. You're the creator of that self. Your mind is a manifestation. When you were a kid, you were a blank slate, right? And you could move your awareness to something. And then your parents told you something, and you were aware of that. And your awareness on that subject started to rewire your brain. So all your brain is doing is just producing what you have created, right? What you have been aware of bad sentences all of your life, your mind now believes, and it tells you a story, that devil, and you continue to believe it. So you continue to rewire that loop in your brain. And I'm telling you to stop. It seems strong, but only because you have built it that way. You can make a new mind strong by just starting to observe a new mind to be forming, where you tell it what's up, where you do the things that you promise yourself to do, and where you only talk the way you would like to talk. You decide the story, right? There's no arguing with the devil. There's no arguing with the mind, because it's you. It's the extension of you. And you are an extension of God. So you don't struggle unless you say you do, unless you listen to that voice inside you. So every time it starts talking, tell it to be quiet. And if you think that voice is you, just stop yourself. Every time you go into mind, so you'll notice there's a difference where you somehow disconnect from reality, right? You are in observer mode, just aware of me talking right now. And if I ask you to go to a memory, you'll go into this somehow imagination, right? You will remove yourself from awareness and go into mind, right? And I want you to catch yourself. I want you to check yourself. I want you to stop yourself. The moment, every morning where you start going into mind, you will just say, shh, 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 shh. Nope, not me. I will decide what is up. Okay? Good. Which takes me on to the next point, that how do I then know what is starting to manifest? Well, if you know anything about me, I'm all about the law of knowing, it's just knowing your destiny, and by knowing that destiny, it will fulfill itself, because your vibration will start going, will be exactly at that level. So if I know I'm going to be rich, my entire posture, my entire being, my entire mind, everything will just start aligning with that. right? So you will start just watching that movie unfold automatically by knowing it to be true. I won't go any more into this in this video. I have very deep videos on it. But it's Neville would call it the bridge of incidents. So you are collapsing a potential. You are watching something that hasn't happened yet in physical reality, but it has already happened in awareness because you only have this now moment. So you're claiming that moment as this is where I'm walking. So this is the end of the movie I'm watching, right? That is how you start manifesting a desired reality on your behalf. And by watching that every day will get you closer to that destination. You are actually just watching it unfold, letting physical reality breathe it into existence, right? How can it unfold? Well, if you allow it, it will always be on the path of least resistance. So if you ask me, so it's not showing yet, Chris, or how do I know when it's about to arrive? Well, you can only check in one place. If it's your knowing that decides what will manifest, where do you check? Inside. So it's actually pretty easy to know if you're on the right path. Check yourself. It's that simple. Oh, am I still getting that car? Let me check. Oh yes, I'm still getting that car. It sounds ridiculously easy because it is. If you want to know if you get that, check yourself. Ask yourself, am I getting it? Yes, I am. I still know it to be true. And that's what is really taking manifestation practitioners in two directions. The ones that are being it and the ones that are trying it from the current old self. Right? It's two different ways where you try, yeah, but I'm living in the end, I'm doing all of this, but it hasn't shown. Well, where do you check? When will you say it has shown? When will you say it's here? Physical reality is you. There is no outside reality. It's merely showing you what you are giving it. A few days later or some while later. Your self-talk, your being, your assumptions, your knowing. So if it hasn't shown, it won't show. It has shown. I'm living in the reality where it has shown. That's my experience. And if that's your experience, then physical reality will just change. And you won't give a damn because you knew it. Right? And that's where you go from a practitioner to just a master of manifestation. And some of you here on this channel, you are already there, just enjoying a good old YouTube video from me, right? Where you just start knowing things to be true, and then you just actually stay in the present moment, showing some gratitude, just enjoying every moment, enjoying every breath. And stop arguing with mind and enjoying your day, just watching things unfold in your favor. This is how manifestation is supposed to be. You stop the search. Right? You stop the search because the search is life. Right? You're not searching for God awareness. Awareness is searching through you. You're the expansion vehicle of God, of awareness. That might be getting too deep in this video, so let's not go there. But just know that you have everything. You are all that is. You are an extension of God. So if you check yourself, there's nothing you won't have, unless mind tells you that you're not having it. So there is no waiting period in awareness. There can't be. And it's the day you stop waiting where you just say, but it is just how I say it is. I decided. That's when it will start changing, when you stop searching. Because there's no searching. You're looking in the mirror waiting for a smile. That's the easiest way to put it, right? The mirror principle. You keep on looking. But I keep on smiling and I'm not seeing a smile. Well, it can't be like that. You will have to convince yourself and check with yourself only. You're the proof. You're the source of creation. Right. Let's just have a sip of coffee and go for a few more minutes. So, if knowing precedes everything, you can only do it if you think you can do it. That goes back to that old Confucius saying, right? Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, or something like that, you are most likely right, right? And that's true. If knowing precedes anything, there's no reason ever to go into mind and ask for permission. You check with God. You check with your own awareness. Can I have it? And immediately that should be a yes. Yes. Immediately that should be a yes. And if you say, but I don't think I have time, hey, that's the devil telling you. Because time does not matter. If you think you can have it, awareness, God will find a way. Always. That's how it goes. That's how the story goes. It does not have to make sense. Let the world be magical. Let's embrace miracles. Let's embrace mysteries. Because things will unfold in a way that you did not think possible when you start thinking like that. If you just know everything to be unfolding in your favor, but this is just who I am. I have everything I need. And if you walk every step knowing that to be true, then life will bring it to you faster than you thought possible. Right? So will you choose to have it or not today? Yeah, so shut that mind off. Tell the devil, get out, stop talking, I don't need you. I only need God, awareness, Allah, source, consciousness. You decide the name of it. That mind is built out of crap. Because it was not designed by you. You did not know you were in control when you were a kid. So awareness just started expanding in the direction that society told you, that parents told you, that your class, your teacher told you. Later on, friends told you, colleagues told you. Right? So your mind is just built out of a story. And it's just gibberish. It's just yapping all the time. I'm struggling. I don't think I can do this. What about this? Maybe I won't get this job. Maybe. Shh. Shh. You decide what goes on in your head from now on. What is being said about you? By you. Right? Well, it should be good words. I'm fantastic. I'm rich. Whatever. I'm healthy. I'm love. Right? And yes, that's quite cocky. But why wouldn't you be? If I was as good as you, I would be. I know that. So, stop arguing with your mind. And go be it, and go have it, and go enjoy it. Invite it in. Final thing to do in this video is to, when you close your eyes tonight and you visualize, don't go somewhere. Don't think there's any distance between you and God. So, and I know that some of you will do this in meditation, where you will start a search. How do I find epiphany? How do I find liberation? How do I find awakening? Well, let that find you. Imagine that God is experiencing through you. So it's the other way around. You actually go, close your eyes and meditate so that God can find you. And try to have that analogy in your head when you go to meditate or visualize tonight or pray. That the moment you close your eyes and you find silence, God is nearing you. God, awareness is coming for you. Everything is moving in your favor. Right? So not go out there, search, but realize that you are searching for you, that everything is searching for you. All right? That's it. Talk soon. I love you. Get out of here. Bye.